Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome to another episode. I believe this is episode 4 of the Wandering Minds podcast. The first couple were the very first one that we did of the whole entire series was on the Bohemia Grove. Second one was on uh, AI, artificial intelligence. And then the third one that we just did this past week, this past Monday, was on the Bermuda Triangle. They were three awesome conversations we got to have, and it seemed like everybody enjoyed them, so we're going to keep it going. And tonight, our conversation on the table for all of us to discuss is space, aliens, and moon bases. So, how's it all going today? I hope everyone's having a great start to their week. And why don't you guys go around and introduce yourselves real quick and say what's up?
Uh, Girlfriend 215, girlfriend AK.
Huh?
Yo, Gio, can't hear you, bro. Your mic's down.
My mic is no.
Turn it up.
How about now?
That's great. Perfect.
Okay. All right. I didn't want to blow LG's eardrums again. So I got my tinfoil hat on. AK told me that the subject today. I was so ecstatic. I was like, yeah, let me turn this up. All you sign lovers out there, I love that movie. Go see it. It's a great damn movie. But yeah,
Yes.
pass it on to LG.
I'm Logan from LGZ Productions. I'm excited to get into some conspiracy theories and to piss off my dad tonight.
Yeah, I'm Papa Sora from Twitch and Twitter, and I'm drinking tonight.
Yo, what's going on, Corey? Appreciate you being here again, man. He is one of the originals. He only can come when he can, so appreciate you being here, sir.
You're
Don't.
muted. Yeah, he's taking a dump.
Okay. Well, anyway, yeah, man. No, this is definitely going to be a good podcast tonight. Like I said, we're talking about space and aliens for the most part, and also moon bases. There is conspiracies about moon bases, and for future and past, and also now. So let's get into it. First off, I gotta ask the panel. If you're on here, you probably do, but. And I know tinfoil hat man right here next to me. I know he believes because of the hat. But you guys do believe in aliens, right?
No, bro, I witnessed it. Remember we talked about it I was in Puerto Rico. I
I know.
witnessed it, bro. Yeah, literally, bro. I seen 2 red dots. And then Ed called me the other day, bro, before we played PUBG, and he witnessed a sighting in Florida, bro. He could not believe it. Like, this dude sound like he seen a dead body, bro. Like, he was aesthetic. He said it was a black spear, and it kept spinning, bro, like so fast. They didn't know what to believe, bro. He was so shocked. I'm like, hey, why didn't you take a picture? He said, dude, at that moment, the human mind doesn't allow you, like, you have control, like it takes control of your body, so it doesn't let you take the footage or whatever. So, like, literally, he said he stood in shock with his grandfather, and they're gonna take this photo.
Yeah, no, dude, I believe it. I mean, if I saw one with my own eyes, which I believe I have before, it almost does kind of take over you because you're like, what am I looking at? You're not even thinking about anything else. You're just thinking about what you were looking at that moment at that time.
Yeah, correct.
Papa?
We moved. I did not realize we moved. Yeah. I mean, I think something's out there. I think something could be out there. Definitely down for the possibility of it. So yeah, I'm excited for this.
You.
I can't really say I've experienced anything though.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay. And even if you don't believe, man, there's no hate. I mean, you're going to either believe or you're not going to believe. It just all depends on you, honestly.
Yeah. Of course I believe in aliens. The universe is too big for us to be the only living life form. I just think, like I said, the universe is way too big for us to be alone.
We are the aliens. We are the aliens. We are the life forms, bro. People come to us to study us. Look at that rock that came not too long ago. They literally seen us, bro. They didn't leave. like there's memes around the internet where they say like
Yeah.
aliens come here, they just leave in a second. Bro, they literally stood there for Earth. They literally want to study the wondrous minds that we got. Literally how generations of kids coming up and then they're getting smarter. Dude, we got. Can you explain this 11-year-old kid that went to college, bro, and got a doctor's degree? Explain that. Like our generation is getting experience. Dude, we are the aliens, bro.
Oh, dude, there's kids out there who are geniuses. Like I won't get it twisted. There's kids out there who graduate college at 16 years old. I mean,
Logan is not one
Tell
of
you,
those
bro. Like
children.
no joke. Like literally, bro. Literally, the kids are getting smarter, bro. Literally, if you think
yeah.
about it, if you give a 1-year-old, not even, if you give an 8-month-old baby a block that's a shape, they've never seen it. They're gonna put it in the correct spot, bro. I've seen it.
Oh yeah. I mean, they're gonna miss a few times, but eventually they pick it up. I mean, I understand. It is. I listen. I like to believe that there is something bigger out there than us. Some people tend to make God that person, huh?
They're cracking up about the tinfoil, bro. I love it.
No lie, man. Some people like to think that God is that bigger person, that bigger thing out there. Some people like to believe in aliens. Some people believe in other things. But you know what? I don't understand why both can't be right.
Denzel Crocker believes in fairy godparents.
Some people believe that the universe is a massive turtle and we're just sitting on its back.
Some
Not
dude,
an
a
episode of
lot of
Avatar:
people
The
still
Last
believe
Airbender.
it's flat.
We
No
don't
lie.
we don't like to talk about those people.
I'm pretty sure that was the episode of Avatar: The Last Airbender. This just brings it back to Hollywood knows more than we do.
But I mean, dude, there has been evidence, multiple counts of evidence of aliens. And I always come back on Bigfoot onto this one because it's like, dude, all the sightings of Bigfoots over the years, from people all over the world, not just here, but we're talking in other foreign countries overseas have seen their type of version of it. When you have that many accounts and that many witnesses of it, are you telling me that many people are truly nuts? Like there's that many just crazy people. So when I look at the alien situation and you look back through all the years, man, you're talking thousands and hundreds of thousands of accounts that people have on record. Like
I will
eventually
say-
you got to start believing it. You know what I mean?
Facts.
It was funny. I do recall having to write a college paper about Bigfoot, and I think it was like, or something. It wasn't a paper. It was like a discussion post, and it was like, oh, do you believe or whatever? And I think it was debating or something. So it was like you have to put
What's up, Jordy?
show me research of why he isn't real and stuff like that. I was like, okay. And I just remember part of it was going like, well, something. It was like photography and Photoshop was invented in 1956 or something like that, and the first discovery was in 1934. So, that might be reversed, but it was like 1934. I think Photoshop was 1956, but it was also like, I know what it was. It was, give me evidence of why he could be, evidence why he could not be, and it was also like, well, assuming that the first sighting was in 1934, and we're in 2022, meaning Bigfoot's like in his 80s. So are there more Bigfoots? Does he just age differently? If that Bigfoot died, but there's another Bigfoot where the remains of the previous Bigfoot, stuff like that. So it's just like, bro, I don't know. I just want 100 on this paper, my guy.
Man, bear,
teacher, you're
pig.
really killing me out here, man.
Yo, Chris's computer died. He'll be back in 5 minutes.
All right.
Man, bear, pig.
What's that?
Man, bear, pig. Remember South Park?
Oh
That
yeah.
explains how. That
Oh,
explains
yeah, I
how they
remember
mock
that.
it. No, but like all jokes aside, man. Like with the whole Bigfoot, like I lived out in Jersey, and I always was like so fond of the woods out there. Like they were so dense that I always wanted to go see either see Bigfoot or in the future podcast, hopefully we cover the New Jersey Devil as well.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yeah. So I wanted to go out there and see it because I have a lot of people that that know me that live out in Jersey, and I'm pretty sure they'll give me tips on not tips, but like in the direction like where to look at with the New Jersey Devil.
I can point you in that direction,
Yeah, see,
sir.
I know. Yeah, that's it. Like,
Pine
yeah,
Barrens.
no, yeah, see?
The Pine Barrens.
The
Yeah,
Pine
White's
Barrens.
Bogs, bro.
Hey, I've been to Clinton Road, man. That's no joke over there.
Dude, there was one time that me and my buddies we went in, the Pine Barrens. We were driving bikes, and we got to this one spot where all the pits were, and there was a lot of people out there camping. And dude, we started hearing this screaming, like it wasn't like a people scream, like, and it wasn't no owl or anything that I've ever heard before, and it came from one direction, and then another direction. People started packing up and leaving, right? And this one guy came over, and he looked creepy as hell, dude. I thought he was a devil. This shit was crazy, dude. But yeah, he was like, everybody got to get out of here. The devil's around. So we all hightailed it out of there. But yeah, there's supposed to be a house back there, the lead house. That's where the story actually comes from. So
you said the guy said that the devil was there?
Oh, he was. Everybody was leaving, dude. Like they packed up all their shit.
No, it's in the Pine Barrens in New Jersey.
New Jersey Devil.
There's a lot of things. Not just that, just aliens out there too, supposedly, and Bigfoot. So that's.
I don't know about Bigfoot in Jersey, but yeah, I mean there might be. Who knows? There could be some.
There's pretty much Bigfoots in every fucking state.
I can't wait to see a Hawaiian Bigfoot and be like, this bastard's from Florida.
like no lie,
well,
dude.
they got the skunk ape.
They have Bigfoots over. They have Bigfoots over in like North Korea and shit. They're called swamp monsters. They're not called Bigfoots. Over there.
I was
They're
gonna
just
make a joke
smaller
about
versions of Bigfoots. They kind of look like monkeys, but they're not.
Sure.
Yeah, it's a Yeti.
Yeah.
No, Yetis are in the snow, man. Yeah, Alaska's Bigfoots are Yetis.
Well, so same thing over in Asia.
Yeah.
They're called Zeke over there.
Yeah, it's a weird. Now I used to watch the Bigfoot, Finding Bigfoot episodes on TV. You know, the one with what's that?
I was saying when he was talking about Asia, I was like, yeah, in Japan they're called Zeke, and I was just waiting for Gio to say something, and I got nothing.
Oh
no, I was just trying to understand what Bobby Murphy.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Is that a location?
Oh, what Bobby's saying?
Yeah. That's what I was saying. I was trying to see if that was a location.
No, I think he was talking about yeah, I think he was talking about what Jerry Lee and you were talking about. Yeah, no, dude. Hey, listen, man. That's another place. Then we should go and do some night hunting on. Go out there, see if we can get some images.
You guys are on your own.
Well, of course
I'll give you directions. I'll give you directions, but my ass ain't going out there.
Hold on, no. Enlighten us, Jerry. No, tell us, bro, because you out there, bro. Like, why? Like, tell us the stories, bro. This is the Wandering Minds podcast, bro.
Yeah, dude. Like, there was only a few times that I went out to the Pine Barrens, and that's the reason why. You know what I mean? Like, when you hear things that you ain't never heard before, and like something's watching you, you don't really want to be out there, and it's fucking with you.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like this shit's real. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what else to say.
Oh, listen, man. I always have been one of those guys that have always thought there's always something bigger than myself, always something bigger than humans, whether it's in reality itself, whether it's in space, whether it's in anything, dude. Like the afterlife, I believe in ghosts, I believe in the devil, I believe in that kind of stuff, but I also believe in aliens. There really isn't one conspiracy theory out there I don't believe. Some of them are a little far-fetched, I won't believe, but most of them I will. because the one thing I've learned in life is that there's so many unanswered questions, so many. So I leave my mind open to everything.
Well, you got to think of things like this too. I mean, whatever you can see doesn't mean that's all that's there. You know what I mean? Like your eyes see things, but your mind puts it together. So you don't know if there's really something else there. You know what I mean? Just because you can't see it.
Yeah.
It may exist.
I totally agree with him, man. There was one so in Puerto Rico there's a road that was known for like people getting abducted or like you seeing like stuff behind, like when you're looking in the river mirror. They was talking about this one lady that went missing and it's in the woods. Like we don't know what happened to her. We have a McFolk out there called the Chupacabra. I'm pretty sure everybody know about that.
Yeah,
Yeah, Chupacabra.
Yeah. That's another one I'm excited for. So they said
Yep.
that she got taken. So mom was telling me if you look back, you'll see this lady in a white dress. Bro, it's like you're driving down this road and like you think something like your head is telling you like, yo, look back, like there's something there. And then when you look, it's like a white light or something, bro. Like I would not go to that road again. It's pitch black out there, bro. It's not like street lights how it is out there. It's like wilderness.
Uh,
Yeah, dude. Like your mind.
man. I believe aliens live in Alaska, if anywhere. Yeah, they live everywhere. Slay. I wouldn't say it's just Alaska. I mean,
Yeah, that's another thing too, man. There's so much of the ocean that's not explored. Like we don't know what's there. You know what I mean? Same thing with on the land. There's so much land that's still not explored, or we've never been. Humans never been to. Like you can't really rule anything out. And even if we have been there, for how long of a time has somebody just been there? You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, dude, listen, no lie. There have been reports out there, like supposedly the pyramids are some sort of alien. What's the word I'm looking for here?
creation.
It's a creation, but it's like a way for them
like
to
pinpoint like the map, like the structural.
Yeah, it's a way of mapping the world. They were using them, yeah, and then like the pyramid of Giza or whatever, the one that probably wrong, but the one that's in South Africa in the rainforest, the old one, the Mayan one, the temple.
The Aztec temples.
Yeah,
temples.
Like supposedly those Mayan temples are part of it as well. Like it's a way for them to read and to calculate Earth in a way. Like
hieroglyphics.
All those places, they all generate power too. I don't know if you knew that or not. Like the magnetic force there is much stronger at all those places where the pyramids are, and they all line up too. So
yes, yeah, they all line up.
So you would think maybe it gives their craft some power or something.
Sorry, I hit the wrong button. Yeah, no, I really don't know, man. But listen, we made this podcast about space and aliens tonight, so that's definitely what I want to get down to. Listen. Last week when we did our podcast, I forget who said it, but supposedly there was one of the nations came out and said there was like over 80 different species of aliens that they know of.
Sweden, yeah.
And yeah, that is really ridiculous. What do we know about aliens? Does anyone know really anything other than what we're told?
Not.
I mean, do they have the capability? Well, obviously, they probably have the capability to shapeshift, I'd presume. Like, if they want to go out and they want to be a part of the world, in day-to-day activities, you just can't walk out looking like fucking a shitty green alien. You know, you gotta disguise yourself. So, yeah, exactly.
I
So,
don't know,
so what
man.
do you?
Some people,
No,
some
I was
people will
going
be
to
like,
ask you.
"Oh,
What do
it's
you
just
guys?
it's a furry or something like that." That's how they disguise themselves.
Yeah, no, like what do you guys truly think in your mind aliens look like? If they even look like anything at all, or are they like a what you? I don't know. I'm gonna just let you guys tell me. What do you think aliens truly look like? Is it what we think they are from what they show us, or do they look completely different?
Well, I mean, unless you're face to face with one of them, you're never gonna really know what they look like. But I mean, you got to think of it like this, though. The way that the universe works and the way that everything looks how we see it, you got to figure that it's got to look something like what we've already seen before, because there's only so many shapes, you know what I mean, that work, you know? So I would imagine some things would be, kind of like us in a way, like, biped, or whatever, but they could be bugs. You know what I mean? What I mean, you got to think of what would work for, they got to have hands to put stuff together, or some way to put things together.
Or they could just use their minds.
Yeah, that's why I got my tinfoil hat on.
I don't know. I think Bobby was onto something here, saying BPS is an alien. Nobody can look that ugly and not be an alien. Come on now.
That's messed up, dude.
Look, Bobby set me up with the joke there. I had to take it.
That's messed up. What do you think, Gio?
They're reading my thoughts right now, bro, as we speak. No, dude, I just believe everything pinpoints. Like if on the Joe Rogan podcast, there was this gentleman that went on there and he was talking about satellites, and then Neil deGrasse Tyson said, "Don't get him started on satellites." Dude, why is Dish Networks always pointing in one direction, bro, when they install them?
Huh?
That's the signal, bro. That's literally a GPS thing. Like
What are you
this
talking about?
satellite. And the satellites face one direction, dude. Why is that?
Like Harry Styles? What?
Yeah,
No, the
you mean the
satellite.
satellites
Already made
for
that
the
joke,
Dish
bro.
network system
Yeah,
only
any
one certain
any
way?
satellite in the Earth, bro, is literally pointing in one direction, bro. That's the reason why, bro.
Well, they're normally pointing down so they can shoot the data back down.
No, dude, these big satellites are like facing one way, bro.
Oh, you're
This
talking
is-
about the ones that are like at the
Yeah,
corporate facilities and stuff, like the
yeah, bro.
huge big ones.
Yeah, there's a reason why they facing that way, bro.
Well, let's hear it.
Now look at, bro. I think it just it's a transmission, bro. It's like a GPS, it's like a radio tower for them.
They listen to music.
Well,
I
I
might
thought
have
you
to
had
link,
more to say.
dude.
That's why I was
We
sitting
had to
here
watch the
waiting.
video. We had to watch the video on it. I'm just not pointing it up, but there's a reason why there's a YouTube, there's a channel on YouTube where this guy talks about aliens and all that. He does get into the fact with them radio towers and why the satellites always pointing in one direction at a certain time of the day. That's why I'm saying, like, that's why I was so crazy about it. Like, them fucking satellites reflect on some, so that way they transmit where to go. So, well, like, quote unquote, when he was saying that they do not get on the GPS, that's the reason why they go away from them. Like, they control them satellites when they do come out here.
Okay.
Yeah, I gotta send you the video, brother. I mean, everybody in the chat, right, like, this guy is crazy. This guy is crazy, bro. But literally, bro,
I'm
like,
just
I just
trying to
rewatched
wrap
the
my
video.
head around what you're trying to say. I think
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
what you're saying, but I'm not 100% like following what you got going on. But I
Yo,
do
you have
kind
to
of.
find the video, bro.
Yeah, I want to understand what you're trying to say too. I just don't know what you're communicating.
Hold on,
Yeah.
let me find it on the internet, bro.
Yeah, if you can bring it up, dude. I don't mind. But now I got to ask you, we had the Industrial Revolution. You saw a lot of things come out. Do a lot of you believe that aliens do have a big part of that? I mean, there is conspiracies going around that the microwave, the television, a lot of these things that really stepped up human life and made it a lot easier for us. Even the internet, some of these things were all kind of given to us in a secret trade between aliens and mankind. Like, is that something you guys believe in?
Well, yeah. Well, what was really said is our technology came from transistor. Because we used to use vacuum tubes until the alien crashes came, and then we figured out what they used the transistor for through back engineering.
Hey, what's going on, buddy?
Hey, Corey, what's going on, man?
I am back finally. Jeez, my computer decided to up and completely die on me at the most inopportune time.
That's a conspiracy theory.
Yeah, seriously. It's actually the third or fourth computer in a year for my job that's actually up and died on me. Now it's funny. I've had this one laptop for going on 6 years. It still works better than the piece of crap they gave me for work. So. Oh, crap! Real nice.
So I got to ask you, Corey, because you are kind of older than all of the rest of us in here.
What are you saying, dude? What are you saying?
And I don't mean it in a disrespectful way. What I'm trying to say is you were around a lot longer than us. So knowledge is
when the aliens showed up.
Knowledge is gained by age. It really is. We all know that.
You got a big ass head.
Look at your hairline.
See, I was trying to keep it. I was trying to keep it so he wouldn't insult you, but it didn't work out anyway.
Yeah, I'm used to Logan insulting me for saying so that's cool, man. Don't worry about it.
So I asked them a question, and I haven't got all their answers yet, but I definitely want to hear from you, man. The Industrial Revolution, the microwave, the TV, all these things that we have came out with over these last years. There's a big conspiracy that a lot of that was gained knowledge-wise from aliens. Like we had an alien / mankind treaty that we help them, they help us, kind of. Is that something that you believe in? Do you believe in aliens? Like,
I actually do. I mean,
you've seen them.
No, I haven't seen aliens. I've seen a UFO, which is kind of cool. Over the Manhattan / Bayonne, New Jersey sky, going back probably about 10 years. Actually, yeah, probably 10, 12 years ago now, I guess. But cigar shaped, going up and down, left, right, and then speeding out of nowhere. I mean, broad middle of the day. I mean, it was crazy. But it's weird, man. I mean, I think number one, for the galaxy, for the universe to be the size it is, we're not the only intelligent life out there. To me, it's not even possible. I'm a big believer in ancient aliens. I mean, forget the Industrial Revolution. I'm talking going back way before. I mean, explain some of the things that have been created out there without help. Explain how, the Nazca lines. Look at things like that. I mean, what were these people thinking? First off, they couldn't even see it from their level. I mean, it was funny. I was watching a show last night called What on Earth, explaining these mountains that draw a face in I think it's Alberta, Canada, in the shape of a Native American shaman, which is kind of cool. But how did they know to even do this? Oh, well, they could have out-of-body experience. They have out-of-body experience. They can't have aliens? I mean, come on. So to me, I just think it's a matter of time until something happens. It might be 50 years. It might be 100 years till they're public knowledge. But I think something's out there. I don't know what, but I think there's something out there. My wife thinks I'm nuts, I'm sure. But I mean, she's like, no.
Do you guys believe that there is an existence where all these beings can coexist at one time? Like I brought up the example earlier. Like there's people out there that only believe in God. Most people who believe in God don't believe in aliens for the most part, because that kind of goes against. Well, I'm saying you will find more out there than not who don't believe in aliens.
Yeah,
there will be Christians who do believe in aliens, but more likely than not, most of them don't believe in them because it kind of goes against belief. Yeah, because it goes against belief. But is there a reality out there, and do we live in it to where you can have a god, you can have aliens, you can have like Zeus and these guys, like, Greek history, mythology, type gods? Like, is there a place where they all coexist at one time? Could everything we've been told be real?
Well, what you want to blow some people's minds? I mean, what if the whole idea of God or gods or whatever is from visitations thousands of years ago? Who knows? I mean, I think it's one of those things that you should take with a grain of salt. But I mean, if you go back and look at some things like ancient Egypt hieroglyphics, Sumerian writings, cuneiform, things like that, there are depictions of UFOs and flying craft going back to 10,000
Yes.
BC. I mean, how do you explain that?
Yeah, I mean, there's like paintings and like, from back in the Bible times, you know what I mean? Like the biblical times. There's paintings of UFOs in their paintings.
I mean, and the funny thing is, if anything, the craft shapes that have been depicted over thousands of years have remained relatively similar. They're either circular or they're triangular. So, I mean, it makes you think, man. Out of 100 reported UFO, so let's even go further. Out of 1,000 alien sightings, I think you might have 2 or 3 that are legit. The rest of them, I think, are just people who are either 1, looking for attention, 2, hallucinating, 3, on drugs. I mean, whatever. But I mean, 2 or 3 of them got to be legit. Dude, Slay, man, coke in the head. Have you seen your hairline, son? It looks like a Domino's pizza, man.
Slays with the joke tonight. I see him.
How do you guys even stand Slay, man? That guy, whew.
Yeah. Hey, going back
That's all good. Slay knows all the love's all there. He knows.
Going back to the satellite, it was Eddie Bravo. He was on Joe Rogan's podcast talking about it.
Eddie Bravo's whacked out, dude.
Yeah, he was the one that talked about it. He said that it was like they trade off information from the satellites with NASA and all that. That's how we got fiber optics and all that as well too.
I'll tell you what, I'm actually.
And going back to the last question, how it was shape shifting and all that. I mean, and part of this is going to be a joking answer, but have you seen blobfish? Those things.
Oh, they're crazy looking.
Those things look creepy as hell. Have you
Look like
seen
slime.
redheads? Now, that's the joke, but blobfish.
Like
Let's
slime.
stick on that part.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at this site. I want to throw this link in the chat for you, man. This site here called Listverse. I've talked about it on a couple of the channels here and there.
I've seen a lot of anime, like Parasite, man. I know how to deal with that.
But top 10 list, man. I mean, this is actually a really good one. I mean, that there could have been influence in ancient times. I mean, it's one of those things. You know what? I mean, you got to take it with a grain of salt. I mean, out of every 1,000 claims, there's probably one valid one. But I mean, we should joke with my wife like that they're going to come for the clean lady when they pick her up because she cleans so much, even alien species would be impressed with her. I mean, that sounds like a skill.
Oh wow!
Yeah, you know what's crazy is the aliens that go over top of the silos and shut off our atomic weapons.
Well, that's the other thing. Like, okay, you kind of alluded to this, man. You talked about the Industrial Revolution. Look how far the world came from 1000 BC to 1900. And then look how much it didn't just progress, it exponentially progressed from like 1940 to 1950. I mean, there was no microwaves, there was no radiation talk, there was no miniaturization. Just look what they've done with computers. I mean, there was no idea what even of a computer. You're talking 60 years ago, 70 years ago. And now, what used to take an entire football field of supercomputers, you can fit in one microchip now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like, I like to think humanity could have come that way by themselves. And I think
we're too stupid.
I'll tell you what, man, you got a point. I mean, I was reading an article here that it was the funniest thing I read of all eating your dinner. One of the funniest articles I read was how the Planet of the Apes could really actually happen. And it's like they're actually saying if you look at chimpanzees now, they're out in nature, they're actually entering their own Stone Age. And it's like, hey, you know what?
Planet of the Apes.
Yeah. Who knows? Caesar could be here.
Well, see, a lot of people think that humans in the decade of us humans that we live in now, that we were like the only ones. We were the cavemen, when in reality there was actually probably 5 or 6 types of human species on the planet.
Absolutely, absolutely.
You do have your cavemen who were the ones that were the stupid ones,
Yep.
which they died off. Then you have your more intellectual ones. Huh? Well, okay. Jokingly, I get what you're talking about. I get it. Good one.
I'm not even joking.
But everybody seems to want to sit here and pinpoint it just to one race, to when really back then, when we say caveman, there was actually 6 different types of cavemen.
Yeah, there's
Our race that is living today was just.
There's a ton
Was
of
that? Yeah, it's just we were the species that our brains were actually able to develop and go further than these other ones. That's why we still lasted and still exist to this day. The other ones
look
were
at it
not.
too. I mean, the other thing you got to think about too is that they've actually found quite a few planetary catastrophe type disasters that have happened over the millennia. I mean,
Yeah.
If certain things like those, there was one, some kind of a solar flare issue that happened. God, it had to be, I don't know, 50, 60,000 years ago, something like that. They said if that didn't happen, they figured at that point probably annihilated 90% of human species, and that's what actually annihilated a couple of them. If things like that hadn't happened, there could be numerous different species that evolved alongside of us or with us or combined. I mean, evolution. I'm a big believer in it, man. You deal with what's dealt to you. I mean, you adapt. Some people did.
Yeah.
That's why they died off.
Dinosaur train would have been reality.
So bubble guppies, man. Your favorite show.
He said bubble guppies.
Charlie, oh god, here we go.
Are we talking about the bubble guppies?
I just realized that massive duck behind Papa.
Oh my God, the duck.
The duck kind of just tells me what to do.
Kind of
The duck tells me to do things.
You know, I think there was so many different kinds of Homo sapien because, we are a horny bunch.
Yeah, we are. Cheers. I'll drink to that.
Humans will pretty much bone anything.
Yeah, until you have kids and it stops.
Yeah, it gets scary then.
Yeah,
It's depressing sometimes.
I don't
You
know,
gotta pay
man.
for them.
I can't say I'd bone anything, but
No, there are some that will.
what you mean.
I'm not saying
A
I'm one of them.
cactus?
I'm just saying there are some that will.
Fuck no. Not even an apple pie at this point.
There are sheep herders.
Somebody's done it. Do we not remember the McChicken special or the McChicken incident? Do we not remember a black man fucking a McChicken sandwich?
At least the McDLT. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I guarantee
remember the
the
McDLT.
scientists
That's all
literally
that.
put a male dolphin and a human woman in an apartment together just to see what would happen. Like, do we not remember these things?
Wait, what?
What shit do you watch?
Kind of selectively ignore those.
I'm worried about what kind of porn this man watches.
It's not porn, damn it.
He's from Florida.
In my life.
It's National Geographic. I'm telling you.
No, it happened. Look it up. There was a man and there was a male dolphin. Scientists put a male dolphin and a woman in an apartment together and flooded like half of the apartment just to see how they could coordinate.
How the fuck did they get a male dolphin into an apartment?
Well, you see, again, they flooded the apartment halfway, like to where it was walking level, but the dolphin could still swim around and chill out and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm sure
That's cruelty to dolphins, bro. That ain't enough room.
Well, it wasn't an apartment. It was an apartment in LA, I guess. I don't know. Those things are like $500,000. It was funded by the government. I don't know what you want me to tell you.
That is crazy.
There is this giant fan. His name's the Entertainer. He's totally into dolphins, man. Like he actually got kicked out of Seaside.
It wasn't him, but it definitely was along the lines of that.
Zion's into bears.
That's crazy, man. That is
Got that porpoise love.
I need to find out the purpose behind this.
You really just made a joke about that.
Yes, I did. Fuck you. Listen, if the entertainer
So-
can make a career off of dolphin sex, I'm allowed to make one dolphin sex joke.
Have y'all guys seen? I don't mean to cut anybody off. Anybody seen Fire in the
Or is
Sky?
right. Thank you, Jordy. Thank you.
Yeah, we were talking about this the other day. Fire in the Sky.
Dude, if y'all have not seen that movie, go see that movie. That
real.
scene, that table scene creeps me the F out to this day.
What is it?
Fire in the Sky. The abduction scene creeps me out to this day, bro. It's based on a true story.
My dad's favorite movie is The Hills Have Eyes, right, Dad?
That's another
He's
good one.
not. He's not even here anymore.
His mic just muted.
No, I heard him talking to your mom a minute ago.
He's making the
Okay,
grilled
I
cheese.
have it, by the way, whenever we're ready.
Go for it.
So, okay. It wasn't an apartment. They were trying originally what the experiment
warehouse.
was trying to get the dolphin to speak. So they built a house, flooded it halfway through, and they gave the woman a baby male dolphin. So that's what it wasn't like a fully it was a baby male dolphin, like freshly born. It was fresh. It was a freshly born
For real? No way.
male dolphin.
They flooded half this
And then-
apartment just to bring this dolphin up.
Do what now, Gio?
Wow.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
That's the weirdest thing. I thought it was on my headset for. Now I'm not. That's why.
But yeah. And then the problem was though, when it grew up, obviously, male's gonna be a male. It's gonna get horny.
Wow.
So then that's what it was. And like whenever like the woman was like, no, and it was swatted away, but that would just make it more intrigued. You would eventually
How about
just
now?
get
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Talk about a
now I'm on my
porpoise.
headset. Yeah, let's leave the porpoise talk alone. Jeez, but I was saying, Fire in the Sky, man, that's a great movie. That's a real good movie, man.
Yeah, true
I was
story.
talking the whole time. I was talking the whole time to myself. I'm like, what? I was actually outside. I'm like, okay, well, now I'm back at my desk. I'm like, well, these guys can hear me now.
Yeah.
I must be on the wrong damn microphone. So
Yeah, growing up as a kid, seeing that movie early on, like I think it was like 6 or 5 years old. I'm not that old. I'm like 36. So it freaked me out. And the cabin.
I'm not
scene,
that old
too,
either, man. I'm only 43. Dear God.
Yeah, dude, yeah. So and the cabin scene at the end, I guess when they
Man.
was trying to make, I was like, what the fuck? I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, that movie will mess with you.
There was
Bro,
another
did
alien movie
you
out there
guys
that
ever?
people-
Did you see The Fourth Kind?
I did not.
No, me neither.
Oh my god, dude! The Fourth Kind is based off Nome, Alaska. It's
Okay, yeah, I've heard about that one.
about the therapist, that ended up saying, well, her husband supposedly got abducted, but in the movie they try and think that she might have did something to him, like murder him or something. But her one son ends up getting abducted, and they blame that on her too, man. But supposedly, like if you see 3 snow owls in a row within a week, the fourth time you get abducted.
That's
Like,
weird. I haven't heard that.
Yeah, and it all had to do with snow owls and stuff, man. But it was really cool and
It's not
scary
a
at the
band.
same time. Huh?
It's not a band.
What?
Snow owls. Like I know it's obviously an actual owl. Isn't that also the name? No, that's Arctic owls. Never mind. Carry on.
You want to? I'm actually looking up here on the internet because I can't remember the name of the movie. I saw a movie about alien abduction once, which was so I'm looking up movies about alien abductions. You know what popped up first here? Jimmy Neutron. What the heck? How is that? How
That was
about
literally
alien
the plot
abduction?
of a movie. What was funny was my joking answer was going to be that one movie Mars Needs Moms. That was going to be my joke.
Oh
answer.
my God! Remember that?
But no, Jimmy Neutron apparently was good enough.
Yo, you know what's crazy? There's people that get abducted and then they go and they get the things removed out of their necks and like different alien. Yeah, the implants. They get them removed.
Okay, I was like,
They don't know what the metal is or what it's for or anything.
The bomb collars.
There's
not know
actually a
where we were
really
talking
good
with.
series. It's called Hangar One: The UFO File. It's on Netflix.
I mean, yeah, y'all remember that episode of Phineas and Ferb with the aliens? That
I
shit
think
was
the
crazy.
platypus, man.
Oh, that platypus is dope.
Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
Yeah.
The Knicks are up by 4 with a minute.
A regular platypus.
Yeah, the Knicks are up by 4 with a minute.
So I've left this comment up for a while because I did have moon bases on here as well, and this pertains to it. Slay and a lot of people like to believe that the moon landing was staged. That it is.
No, it
not.
wasn't. It wasn't. I'm sorry. I can't believe that.
Yeah,
I will believe a lot of
it.
conspiracy stuff. I will not believe that the moon landing was fake. I'm sorry.
I refuse to believe that, and I refuse to believe the what was it? Bush did 9/11. Those are the two I refuse.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they did allocate a lot of money to like figuring out how spacesuits work better and different things work better in space because of the moon dust and shit. So it's kind of hard to fake that.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, there's too many.
What's good,
points that have
JC?
actually been there's too many things that have been proven wrong about that theory. To me, it's. I mean, people. You can put anything on there. You can say tomorrow the sky's blue. Someone's gonna say no, it's not. I mean, this is what it is.
Technically, the sky is turquoise, Dad.
Oh, shut up.
Pretty sure that's already.
This is why you always want the two of us out here together because it doesn't. Just stop.
Is the sky really blue, or is it the reflection from the water?
It's the reflection from the water, homie.
Dude.
I don't know. The Jersey sewer water ain't blue.
Right?
Yeah, you got some of us is saying it's made out of glass.
In Jerry Lee's backyard, the water's yellow.
That's for sure.
Hey, did you? How many of you guys have heard that we live in a hologram?
Oh, don't even go there with Logan.
Or like a dome in
It's a simulation.
or like a dome like atmosphere,
Maze
just
Runner?
a very big one, just like Jim Carrey was in that one movie. What was it called?
Show.
Truman Show. Yeah, the Truman Show. Yeah, like we live in one big ass Truman Show type simulated universe. There was actually. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, isn't Truman Show the one where it's like everybody was an actor,
Is
and
watching
everybody
his
knew
life?
Except for him.
Yeah.
Oh,
Except
was
for
that
him.
it? Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
That was
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah.
Good
Okay,
show.
that was
Good
a
movie.
show. I couldn't remember the plot of
When
it at first.
Logan first heard the Matrix type theory, I mean, dude, he didn't sleep right for 2 weeks. I mean, and this is only going back about a year and a half. Don't lie, man. You know you were freaked out. He's like,
Hey, you know what though? I understand why a kid his age though at that time would kind of feel that way. I mean, no lie, it's not a far-fetched type of scenario. I mean, there's plenty of scenarios out there that are way more far-fetched than that one. But
Well, has anybody read or watched the Maze Runner series?
No,
Yes.
I haven't seen that.
I didn't finish the third
that's
one.
another far-fetched reality like that.
Yeah.
for people who don't realize what you're talking about, though, why don't you explain it to them?
Yeah, so Maze Runner, and it's been a hot minute since I stopped reading it because the third book got spoiled, and then I stopped after that. But it was in the first Maze Runner, at least, it was you would randomly be put in like just this dome or whatever. Like it was just this little village of all this stuff. You had no memory. You don't know how you got there. And I think it was like once a month you would get like a new recruit, and that recruit would bring supplies. People didn't give a shit about the recruit; they just cared about the supplies. And it was like different jobs, blah blah blah. And the main one was runner, and you would go in this gigantic maze, and the maze was how you would try to figure it out. But there was a bunch of really fucked up shit in there, like literally gigantic robotic praying mantises that would literally kill you. And if you did a runner, if you didn't get back during nights, you were screwed because that's when everything came out and you would be dead.
Yeah,
long
yeah.
story
It's time
short-
to get to the maze.
Yeah, and the maze would change like every day, so it was impossible to track it. Long story short, you escaped, or the cast escaped. They realized everything was they were put in there. Their memory was erased, and that there were people like behind the chair controlling everything behind it. And they stepped out, and the second book kind of continues where you're in a post-apocalyptic world. Like everything literally will kill you. Like there's, I don't remember the scorched sun or whatever it was called, but it was like there was something that literally melted the flesh off of one dude. Like it was that level of post-apocalyptic. There was no zombies, I don't think. I don't remember. Maybe there was.
God, it sounds like Cabin in the Woods.
But it was like everything killed you. Literally everything killed you, and you couldn't trust anybody because it was just like you're in an apocalyptic world. Obviously, nobody's gonna trust anybody.
Sounds like when Chris forgets to do the dishes.
Again, I don't remember it that well. I remember that part.
Wasn't there a movie about that? Or about those books?
I think they made the first one, and I think they made the second one. They never made the third one.
Of what?
Yeah, I know. The
Maze
Maze
Runner
Runner series.
series.
Oh yeah, the third one's out. They have
Is
all
the third
three.
one? Oh.
Yeah.
I never saw them,
I
but
got
I heard they
spoiled
were
off
halfway
of-
decent.
A certain somebody's death, and after the third one, I was just like, I'm done with this.
Well, and that's the thing, man. I believe that the world is just so complex and it's so hard to understand that you just can't wrap your head around it. That's why all these theories do exist. You know, I mean, I believe if you sat here your whole life and you tried to figure out what life is and the purpose of life, you'd end up ultimately dying, because that is the purpose of life, to not have a purpose. The moment you find your
or try and figure out your purpose.
Yeah, the moment you have your purpose is the moment you die. You know, I mean, life, that is what life is. It's always a wonder. Life is the biggest mystery of all. You know, everyone wants to sit there and wonder, well, why do I do the things that I do if there is no meaning to it? You know, why don't I just do exactly what I want to do every day of my life until I die? Because if there is no meaning and there is no point, then why do I work my ass off to do all these things?
Yeah.
When we could all just sit around, not do jobs at all, enjoy life to the fullest, you know, whatever the hell we wanted to do, and then we just die. Like, there's a lot of people out there that have a hard time wrapping their head around that concept.
We call those freeloaders.
No.
You know, maybe not that extreme. I'll tell you what, in some cases, you're right. In some cases.
Yeah.
Usually they're kids. Oh, wait. Sorry, Logan.
You want to square up?
Yeah, come on.
You basically just said, fuck you.
We need to. We'll have to televise an extra arm wrestling match, because last time we did it, I think AK saw it. He got demolished. So
Yeah. No, it's all good. I remember it. I witnessed it.
Julius Randle game winner, and he fucking missed it. We're going into overtime.
Well, I told you they're going to blow it.
So
when does Mets baseball begin? Is all I want to know, because I'm done with the Knicks.
No one wants to watch
I'm
the
still
fucking
so
Mets.
ashamed that the 76ers lost the first two against y'all. Or, no, the only two that we played against y'all. We haven't played the third one yet.
Remember it.
I just can't believe baseball's back to that shit already, man. Like, you realize when they went on strike the first time, it almost killed baseball entirely.
I mean, 95 was a bad year, man.
Baseball shouldn't even exist. It's trash.
They're lucky it does, because the strike killed it.
What do you think it's going to do this time, bro? It's just going to tear it right back down again.
If they get it fixed in the
President,
next
tear
month or
down that
so,
wall.
it'll be okay. But if it actually delays the start of the season again, between COVID screwing things up and now a strike doing a delay of the actual season, I think you could actually see the league collapsing within 5 years, and then having to have a new league out there, because and I mean, honestly, I've even said that I could see it happening where it becomes almost like a world league, because there's so many other good countries out there where they could actually play international baseball now in like playoff type format. I could see it, because there's too many problems, and they've proven. I mean, some of the best players coming in. Well, this is getting off topic here, but some of the best players coming into MLB are international players. I mean, look at the guys coming over from Korea and Japan right now. They're crazy, and the Cubans.
No, you're right, man. And you know, that's
They should do that with all sports, but not call it the Olympics.
Seriously, man. Yeah, AK, man, I saw your stream in the Olympics, man. God bless you.
Oh man, that shit was treacherous, dude. It wouldn't be so bad if I didn't have to stream from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m., but because of where they're at and shit, you had to do that. And I was like, I can only get through 2 days of this. So ultimately, I end up quitting. But hey, we did move from 11th in the standings. Now we're third.
Yep, I think we got what,
I
12
will
or 13
say
medals
it,
now,
it
something like that.
definitely got
Yeah, we got 7 gold medals. We got like 6 silver and 3 bronze. So we're sitting in third place. The top number 1 has 9 gold medals. So
Norway,
only
right?
2 medals back from tying them. That's kind of cool. But it took Sean White and all our good guys to catch up, you know, because we were real shitty at the beginning.
And the women's hockey team's killing it right now. So
You don't think baseball players would see something like that, like while they're out there in the mound or something? Like you never hear like baseball players talk about UFOs.
I'll tell you who.
No, just the one that transported Michael Jordan to his baseball game.
Michael Jackson.
Come on, saying.
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jackson.
Going, Annie, are you okay? Are you okay? Annie?
Yeah.
Bro,
I'm still a strong believer. David
Alien
Bowie
Ant
was
Farm.
alien.
David Bowie.
Did you say David Dobrik?
No,
Alien Ant
Bowie.
Farm is the
Bowie.
best cover of that
Bowie.
song ever, Jerry.
Alien Ant Farm.
No, but no lie though. Going back to that baseball thing you were talking about though, man, is what I believe is going to kill it is like you said that you have the pandemic and you got all this and they're going on strike because the guys want more money. They want more things. It's like we're going through a pandemic right now where there's literally people out there starving and barely making by with what they can make ends meet, and you guys are bitching about more millions.
Yep.
Like you really think that the common people, the people who buy your tickets, buy your jerseys and shit, are gonna look at you and be like, "Wow, you greedy fucks! You already make 300 million. You want more?"
Oh yeah.
Somebody called Keanu Reeves. Tell him to be shortstop, and we're good. Tell Keanu Reeves to bring the boys from the replacements. We're good.
Speaking of
Make 'em
alien
out of it, we'll
abductions,
make
what do you think
millions.
about Barry Bonds, man? Because you guys have seen the before and after the size of his head, right, man? It's either steroids or alien. It's either steroids or alien abduction. That's what it is.
He belongs in the hall, bro.
This is where we call guys like Tim Tebow and Bo Jackson. Be like, listen, what you doing right now?
Ryan Lee.
That was a good band. That was a good band.
Alien Ant Farm.
We need the stoner up in here, Zion.
So
Give AK a couple minutes, he can become that man.
don't give all my secrets away. No,
AK, you gave your secrets away yesterday during the post game for Super Bowl. Let's be real.
that's why I left early, bro. I had to leave early. I was not functioning on all motor skills at that point.
Oh, it was so funny.
The Knicks are getting their cheeks clapped right now.
And in other news, it's a day that ends in Y.
That sounds like a fart.
So, you know, I had moon bases up here because I saw a theory today, you know, that if we could actually sit here and make the moon habitable, which would take some time, we could do it. I think it would cost us actually like $5.5 billion.
Well, there are plans, man. They're looking at habitable asteroids now for mining purposes.
Yep. Yeah, and that's what they wanted to use the moon base for. If we could actually establish a way to create a moon base up there, which we do have the technology to do it now, you'd sit there and you could create your fuel for the spaceships on the moon, which would cost way less more money. What was it? There's a shit. Now I got to go back on the movie and watch it. But there's also another mineral on the moon that we don't have here that we can send down to Earth. It's something 3. I think it's oxidization 3 or something like that. Huh?
No, I was just making a joke.
Oh, but yeah, there's and mineral purposes, the minerals we can get off the moon, like, and they even said we could get businesses to go up there and do mining things to make more money that way, and then they'd also use the moon to do launches to Mars to try and inhabit Mars, and also like Corey was talking about doing meteor exploration and drilling and stuff like that. So you know the moon is actually a very big part.
Armageddon.
A little bit, yeah. Like, but the moon is definitely like a big part of advancing out into space. But
Well,
being able to inhabit the moon really
The
makes that.
The reason for that is because the moon doesn't have an atmosphere, and it's cheaper to launch rockets from it.
Yep. Yeah, there's nothing holding you back. You can just go.
There's nothing holding me back.
And there's like no gravity, so
But
very little gravity.
and no lie, they said it would take $5.5 billion, which I mean we've spent way more money on stupider shit. And not just that, but it would only be like a 10-year process for us to get it done.
But see, there's also another problem you can worry about too. You're talking about space exploration and space mining, things like that. There are actually rules out there that prohibit any countries from actually placing ownership on that stuff. So then you start looking at other problems like, okay, there's not enough natural resources on the Earth, but now we're going to fight over crap in space as soon as we can get out there. And it's like, oh, here we go. One other thing for us to frickin' brawl about. Forget Ukraine. Now we're talking, we're going to battle over Ceres. You know what I mean? We're going to battle over Io the asteroid. It's like, what the hell? I mean, people are
Right.
stupid.
Space Force.
Almost Star Trek-ish, right?
Dude, don't even start. And I'll tell you what, I think it's a good idea to actually begin.
I just want to know when we're going to become like Spaceballs.
Oh, dude, seriously, I'm waiting for it. She's going from suck to blow, Captain. She's going from suck to blow. I mean, great movie. Great movie. But, I mean, Mel Brooks couldn't come up with a better plan for Space Force. He really could.
So, I mean, do you almost see us being to the point where Star Trek and that shit starts to become reality? I mean, are we getting to that technology here very soon where we're going to be able to start doing that type of stuff?
I don't
Personally, for me, no, because I don't know anybody named Scotty.
Well, I do. But I think the other problem you have to worry about too is there have been rumors that they are looking into ways of faster than light travel. And is it possible? Is it not? I think what you'll start seeing now is the idea of generational colony ships, where you've got 1,000 people being shipped off to form a colony. It's going to take 140 years to get there, and it might be the 5th generation that finally makes it there. You'll see some generational colony ships going out there but the idea of we've got to solve Earth physics first before we start worrying about space physics. You know what I mean? There's all kinds of stuff out there. I mean, faster than light travel. You've also got to worry about
xenomorphs.
Well, yeah, not only that, but as you're approaching the speed of light, things slow down. So it might take you 3 years to get somewhere, but 30 has passed on Earth. I mean, it's all relative. You start looking at theory of relativity. I mean,
wait, Logan, you said xenomorphs. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, well, they've already figured out a way that they can put us to sleep now too, and you know what I mean.
Stasis, yep.
Yeah,
Michael Jackson figured that out years ago.
Yo,
Kind of like cryogenic changes.
No, that was
holy
bleaching.
shit!
That was bleaching, not
really
completely different.
He's talking about roofies, bro.
I'm not going to go there. Let's just stop.
I don't even know why they call them roofies. Every time you take them, you end up on the floor.
Yeah.
That is the ultimate bad dad joke right there.
Right. You can thank the Hangover for that one.
I remember that one.
There's going to be one of those coming soon. Oh, boy.
AK's channel just got canceled by the liberals.
Oh, God. Remember when we were talking about the caveman Indians? Yeah, there we go. Where's my third drink? I'm making my wizard staff, damn it. Screw this.
You know,
And the Knicks fucking choked.
What's so liberal about liberals?
Yo, what's good, Miz? How you doing?
Miz, what's going on, brother?
Just doing some Wandering Minds talk, bro. Talking about space, talking about aliens, moon bases, shit like that, dude. So,
Oh, man, I got to work tomorrow, too. Oof.
If things couldn't get any worse, Mitchell Robinson's glass ankle has cracked again.
Hey, what do they do with all that junk that's up there, them space junk?
It's all still up there.
it's all still up.
Well, what they're planning on doing is recycling it. There's they're gonna go and start collecting it.
Recycle.
Yep, they're gonna go start reusing it because it's millions of dollars just sitting up there.
Well, did you guys see the thing about the SpaceX satellites the other day with the solar storm that hit us? It destroyed 40 of their 49 satellites they launched in the past year.
Yeah.
I've got to worry about where they're all going to crash and disintegrate over the next 18 months. But actually, it completely made 40 of the 49 satellites completely obsolete. They figure they lost close to $15 billion worth of material.
Wow.
Well, man, they're gonna have a lot worse problems than that if they don't start getting shit under control down here, though.
Oh man, if they don't start preparing for solar, I mean, think about it, man. Solar storms, people don't talk about them enough. What it could wipe out half the civilization. You get something like that happening.
Yeah.
Have you not watched the end of
cell phones? Cell phones will be wiped out. All your computers and TVs and shit will be wiped out.
Oh, forget EMPs. I'm talking about actual just radiation.
No, actual like solar storms, like flares.
Solar?
like I'm talking the end of knowing type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like where it completely torches the ground.
They're gonna have like
I don't know, man.
regular
Solar flare could
electricity.
be useful.
Not whenever it's hitting you. It ain't.
Yeah, I have an
Solar
alert
flare be useful.
on my phone. I have an alert purposely on my phone for solar flares, dude, because them things are scary, man. Like literally, if somebody's in the air in an airplane and a big enough solar flare, they done, man. You know, rest in peace.
Yeah.
But dude,
Well,
it's
Unless
no
it's
joke.
salty, then I'll just lay in that shit in the
That's why it's always good to have an old car too. No chick.
He's right.
Well, and Gio, that's why I've always been
why I
a
drive a
person.
95.
I have not liked harp that much. I don't know if you guys know much about harp. I know Corey probably does.
Yeah.
But listen, when you're trying to shoot fucking EMTs and electromagnetic waves and shit into the sky to manipulate weather patterns and try and make it rain when it's not supposed to, dude, all HARP did was put holes into our ozone layer, which in the end ultimately lets more rays in.
Matter.
You weaken our ozone layer, eventually everything's going to get through.
Well, that's like you see ideas of like trying to do storm harvesting and cloud bursting. I mean, the government's shooting up different kinds of minerals up in the air to either kill storms or augment storms. I mean, I was watching another show last night where they actually had a smoke screen over the coast of North Korea for like 36 hours. They couldn't figure out whether it was actually a smoke screen or something else they created.
Oh wow! I seen in Dubai they created their own weather system. Like
I saw that
out there with drones. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, no, man, and that's the thing. Like that's the scary part about humanity. We're starting to get to the age of man where we're actually trying to figure out how we can be gods.
That's the thing.
Like
look at the CRISPR technology now, genetic splicing, things like that.
Yeah.
There's only one God, sir.
Like no lie, when you are a human being and you're sitting here and you're trying to
Is this
play
a John
with
Lennon version pop or what is that? I'm sorry. I saw that book. Was that John Lennon's autobiography? What was that? I'm sorry, I didn't see the book. I'm messing with you. He just
It
got
took
that.
me a second to realize because I've been drinking, but I was like, "Oh, did you not see it? Let me put it." And then I heard it clicked. I was like, "Wait, John Lennon? Hold up."
I mean, I could have said Bob Dylan too. I don't know. Just give me somebody classic.
But I mean, man, when you start,
if you ask Logan,
oh, you're good.
What'd you say?
But
if you ask Logan who wrote the book, he'd say Kendrick Lamar.
Bro.
Oh man, no, man. I'm gonna tell you straight up that. Oh man, I don't want to get into religious talk at all.
Oh, we don't got to. I was just saying. Yeah, just continue on. What were we talking about? Solar flares, Krillin. What's happening here?
Twisted Tea.
Oh yeah, humans being gods. Yeah.
No, I was just saying,
a show
man.
called Death Note. It didn't work out.
That was but that's a creepy ass animation. Let me tell you, I know a lot of y'all not in the animation, but there was a spinoff written about Donald Trump actually obtaining the Death Note. This notebook is literally God. Like you could write the death of somebody and they literally die the same way that you wrote it. Time, everything.
Yeah, no, it's
and
literally
Donald
like
Trump
if
had
you
that,
get,
and
yeah.
they had to take that book. They had to eliminate Trump on that, not to be like any bias or whatever. You know what I mean? It's just that's how crazy that book is.
Book of Secrets, National Treasure 2, Nicolas Cage.
He missed it,
dude.
Yeah, no, the Death Note is like if you come in contact with it. First of all, you can see a Shinigami, which in Japanese is Angel of Death.
Please.
Second of all, yeah, it's like you picture somebody and write their name down in their book, and if you don't, you can literally write how they will die when, or if you just write down their name and image their face, they'll die 40 seconds from a heart attack. So it's literally
We have
Miz is-
We have 5 seconds down by 3. He missed both.
Miz is right here, man. You got a president with dementia wanting to go to war with Russia. Not smart. You're right about that one.
Yeah, dude, that's kind of scary too, Miz, because I've seen Klitschko, like the boxer, literally defending his country, Ukraine, bro. Like he signed up for the war and everything.
Oh yeah.
Like that should tell you how the severity of it, bro. This
Man, I
dude
got
has
friends I
millions
went
of
to high
dollars,
school with
bro,
Ukraine.
fighting for his country.
Yeah, I mean it's.
Hey, you know, if
it's
you get on
opposition, man.
if you get on your Siri right now and you ask Siri when World War III is going to begin, she'll tell you
Thursday.
November 25th, 2022.
She'll tell you Thursday.
Damn.
Well, I was reading an article today. They said that
I don't know, man.
it's
I
only
had a dream growing up.
it's gonna happen
I can
now.
ask Bigsby.
Dude,
You
when,
can ask
when
Bixby.
9/11 hit,
That's what it's called. It's called Bigsby.
I was scared I was gonna get drafted, bro, and I wasn't ready for
Bixby,
military because I had bad asthma.
You got Bill Bixby in your closet, man? What the hell isn't he the original Incredible Hulk? Or is that Lou Ferrigno? Oh, that's right.
You're not.
Well, what was it back in our day? Ask Jeeves or something like that?
Ash Jeeves. Yep, that was it. And,
Wait,
what was
Ask
the other
Cheek?
one? Ash Jeeves.
No, Ask
We
Jeeves.
didn't have
Ask
Wikipedia,
Jeeves.
bro. We had
I
Ask
just thought you was
Jeeves.
talking about some dummy.
Like,
shit.
no, back when I was in school, dude, like whenever we first were able to get on the internet and stuff at school, they had the one website you could go to, and it was Ask Jeeves, and you could ask this dude anything, and he'd bring it up and tell you
That,
whatever
or,
it would
you
be.
had to go on your Prodigy dial-up account. Remember that?
Yeah.
He missed it. No. No.
Ash cheese would be very bad.
Is
Wait.
that still around, by the way? Like, do you
I don't know.
I don't
I don't
think
know.
it is.
Google it?
I don't even remember how to spell it. Do you? Is it Gives or is it Geves?
Jeeves.
Jeves, yeah.
It is still out there. Ask Jeeves.
It is?
No, it's not. It's somebody's.
Oh.
Oh, is it like that Ask EV or whatever? Something
They
EV?
got, yeah, it's Jeeves, but
Please. 1 second.
Hold on.
Please miss it. Please miss it. Please miss it. Please miss it. Please miss it.
trying to see here. It got bought by Yahoo.
What?
Yahoo bought them out.
Which one
Oh,
are we
wow.
talking about here, Miz?
And Yahoo, Yahoo's the other ones.
He's talking about the war with Russia, if we'd go with Russia.
Yeah.
Listen, man, no lie, no war would be smart right now.
No.
For
Tom
anyone.
Thibodeau needs to be fired.
I mean, listen, man. Let us all get over this fucking Corona shit first. Let's worry about this. Let's worry about getting people right, getting where we need to be. You know, right now, war should be the last thing on anyone's fucking minds. You know, let's worry about
I
global
beg to differ.
warming
It's the first thing on my mind.
fucking. Let's worry about global warming and preserving this planet for a future generation. You know, let's worry about diseases and, you know, curing cancer, shit like that. Like, fuck war at this point, dude.
Yeah,
Like,
first you gotta worry about COVID, then you have to worry about radiation sickness and that damn war hits.
Right,
Come on,
like-
enough already.
In the
what
words
do
of
you-
the
what do you-
Rams.
what do you gain from going to war right now? Any of us? Nothing.
Nobody gains anything from going to war, dude.
Nothing.
Unfortunately, the people do gain. You know who they gain? The big businesses gain economies. What they gain. That's all. That's all who wins in war. People
I would
who-
argue and say not true. Nobody has money. It's literally all about money. That would be up. That would if we went to war at this point, I would have to imagine. I would have to imagine Joe Biden is like, we're broke. I'm just not gonna say shit, mainly because I can't remember shit. But
Oh, it's
I'm
not
just not
even
gonna say
that, man.
shit. We're
You know,
broke. We're just going to war.
Biden is a puppet. He's a figurehead. They wanted somebody who was the anti-Trump, and that's what he is. Oh, he looks like a grandpa. He looks so nice. And meanwhile, the guy's got his assaults his bias.
I was about to say, at least he doesn't make racist, but yet true, or not racist, but like mean, but yet true tweets on Twitter. That's because he doesn't know how to fucking operate the internet.
Exactly.
Exactly, man.
Well, in all honesty, man, I've been a strong believer that we need to get out of this boomer generation presidency shit. We need to start getting in, like, you know,
Businessman.
40-some-year-old guy again. We need to get a younger generation in there, somebody for us for the future. Because in the end, man, Biden, Trump, all these old fucks that are out there running for office, they don't give two shits about us. They care
We need
about
Kanye.
they care about people like my mom and dad who are on Social Security and retiring and shit. You know, they're not worried about us. They're only worried about filling their pockets with the 10 less years that they got left to live in this life.
I wouldn't go that I wouldn't go that far, and it's not even being biased. I truly think, and I agree with what you're saying with the younger, because I think it's like the youngest qualification, isn't it? It's like 35.
45.
Is it 45? I knew there was
45.
45.
Yeah.
My bad, not 35. Yeah, that
Even
45 makes a lot more
yet.
sense.
Even I'm not qualified.
I think it's more or less like you need to just fucking forget the politics. It's a business. Being a president,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, presidency, that's a business to me. Which I'm not saying like, oh, you know, I know there's a bunch of jokes like Elon Musk for president and all that, but that's the type of guy you need. You need a businessman as a president. I'm sorry,
Well,
that's
Gary,
I
not
hate to
even
say it
like
though, man. I
political
mean,
wise. You got to look
Trump
at it as a
had
business
an idea, and
standpoint.
that failed miserably as well. So I'm not saying Trump is a person, because to me,
Yeah.
you like your ideology. But I mean, Trump tried applying business. Well, see, then again, Trump also tried applying nepotism to it, and that's where bad business comes in too. So you're right. I mean, they have to start treating it. I mean, idealism went out the window 50, 60 years ago after World War II. So now you have to start worrying about practicality and pragmatism. You know what I mean? What's going to make the
Yeah.
most sense?
No, I've always been for that. You know, I talked to my stepson a long time ago about it, and I told him, I said, man, someday I might just want to run just because I'm tired of all these assholes that do run and sit there and lie to you, you know? Like,
I mean,
and I've always asked the question, how can you have a president that wants to sit there and say, I'm going to help the middle class citizens, I'm going to help the poor citizens, whenever you've never been poor? Don't you have to be poor to know how to fix poor? Don't you have to be a middle class or a poor person and move up into the ranks to know how to fix certain situations? If you've never been poor, how do you expect to know how to fix poor?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to move beyond the, he went to college for 12 years or this amount of years. Who gives a fuck? You know, listen, I'm going to tell you right now, there's presidents out there that I sit there and scratch my head how the fuck they got there.
Yeah.
You know, I understand. You know, my stepson was like, well, why you'll never make it is because you don't know much about foreign policy. I'm sorry, I don't know much about foreign policy. One, that's what my cabinet would be for. And two, I don't need to go to college to know how to treat another nationality.
Thank you. Exactly. A lot of it should be
common fucking sense.
Exactly.
Common fucking sense. I do not need to go to college for 12 years to know how to talk to somebody in Africa or in Spain or in Germany. It's called fucking respect. If you treat people with respect, you get them with respect.
Get a translator who can actually interpret properly and treat people with respect. That's all it is.
Yeah, you can sit there and be schooled on foreign policy for 12 years, but you got to have a respect level in there. And from what I've seen, dude, we never give anybody fucking respect ever.
Nope, haven't seen that since probably gotta be pre-World War era. Gotta be.
You know, and it's one of those things everybody wants to sit there and say, you know, why does everyone hate us? Because we're the only nation that keeps our nose in everyone else's fucking business.
Yeah.
You know, and I understand that to a point. I understand it.
Theory, but I do agree there is a point where you've got to get the hell out of this business.
Like, there are points to where it's some of the bills and stuff like that. And this is, again, it might be biased, and it might also be some of the twists that sucking because I am building quite a wizard staff. But I don't need and
real quick, just for the uninitiated here, what the hell is a wizard staff?
A boner. What?
So a wizard staff is when you keep drinking and you just stack.
Okay, I got you.
You stack on. Yeah, no, I'm not talking about my penis here.
Look at this footage.
When you stack all the drinks you have.
I'll say it because Logan would say it. Pause.
Yeah.
But it's also let's take a look at this footage, AK.
Like, why do I need millions of dollars? Or why? and this is something I think or not something that Biden passed, but it's just like, why do I need millions of dollars for people in the Middle East to figure out what gender they are? Like, why is that an act?
Yeah, no, I agree. That some of this stuff just gets.
And I get it's like being respectful and all of that, and it's like I get it, but at the same time, like, just look down. I could look down and be like, okay, cool, for free. Like,
all right, what are we looking at here? The video. What's going on with this?
Unknown. Look at these. They said they claim that these people in India said that these are like aliens.
A 30-second video from Jharkhand is going viral all over the internet.
Wow.
A strange, eerie-looking human being.
I have a
Look at this one.
like
I'm
that as well.
gonna
Let me
play
find
it, bro.
real quick.
I'm gonna put it right here.
If that's an alien, why the fuck's that dude just driving by? That's what I want to know.
Dude,
Yeah, the other guy saying, man, that's some of the bitch from
Is
DoorDash.
going
Get
viral
past me.
all
What
over
the
the
hell?
internet. In the video,
This
a
happened 8 months
strange,
ago.
He didn't drop off
eerie-looking
my
human
curry.
figure
What the
can be
hell?
seen strolling down the road. The video was apparently
Yo.
recorded on the Chadwa Dam Bridge in the Hazaribagh
I'm
district
down
Look,
with
he's
by
doing,
some
he's doing,
bikers.
he's doing lean forward like Jackson does. Like Megan
He's
Jackson.
doing the Harlem Shuffle.
No, he was
the
leaning
Harlem
forward. Michael Jackson doesn't have video.
But look, it's just there.
Seeing that, some are saying that it is an alien, and some are claiming it to be a ghost. After the appearance, there has been a war on the social media sites among the people to determine the exact type of supernatural being that the creature is. Currently, this video has become a topic of discussion in Hazaribagh.
What
I like
the
how there's
hell?
like naturally just.
It is
driving.
walking funny, I will say that. But
Yeah. Look
I've
at it,
got
but
a
look how
video
big it is.
done as well. I remember watching this on the news whenever I was over in Alabama during the summer. I was like, holy shit.
The passers-by and the bike drivers are heard second-guessing what the unusual figure could be. However,
It's a
it's really
stripper.
difficult to say how much truth
It's a
it could be.
The streetwalker.
Dude,
That's
that's
crazy.
crazy, bro.
It is difficult
yo, what's up, awesomeness? What's up? How you doing, Adam?
Jerry,
Adam.
why'd you do that to me? I got a video as well, AK. Let me know when
Oh
it's
yeah,
on
that's
the
what I was
site.
gonna
I
pull
see
up.
it.
I can't tell.
That's a
Are we
funny
on it?
one.
Yo, what's good? Positive. How you doing, brother?
Are we on? Yeah, we are on. Ah,
Whoa.
okay.
Whoa.
Yeah, Inception.
The Matrix.
Yo, that's
Oh yeah, I saw that one.
What
What
the
the hell?
You didn't see that?
You haven't seen
Yeah, that
this
shit's
video?
crazy, dude.
Yo, that looks like when you're naked and you get up to get a drink of water at 4 a.m.
What I want to know is what's up with the fucking chicken dance.
That's what I was gonna say, man.
Yo, I hear that music in my head.
I don't remember
Yeah.
them doing that, but I
What
do
the
remember a
fuck,
lot
man?
of people being like, "Oh, it's a Dobby statue or like a Dobby."
Dobby,
puppet
that's
or
what I was
whatever."
thinking when I saw that, a freaking Dobby.
It does look like a fucking Dobby, like a kid in a Dobby costume. Yeah,
There he is.
He was walking like he had a wedgie. He was walking like he had a wedgie.
I'm a
pants in my ass.
I like how they say a skinny kid, but no kid is that skinny unless you literally live in like a part where there is no food. Like
The
I
United
was
States.
trying to be real careful what he says.
no, but I'm talking about like, South Africa. Have you ever seen those like South African videos where it's like the kids are just nothing but skin and bones? Like that's
dude, that's bad. Dude, this is just freaky, man.
Yo, that's me last night getting a drink of water, bro. I'm telling you.
yo. She got,
That's what's in the hell out of me around 3 o'clock in
yo,
the
she
morning.
got them Stacey Abram teeth. Hold up.
What's the Michael Strahan's
That's-
no, that's Michael Strahan's gap, dude.
Look at the gap, man.
Let's look
You
at
drive a
this
truck through
computer
that thing.
enhanced. Like I get the alien, but this right here is the real mystery.
Yeah, you might
It
get
was-
your thing
yeah,
stuck
that-
in her teeth.
Slay.
Yeah, you know Slay knows? It's Slay.
Honestly,
Yeah, I was gonna say that was just Slay out there in the middle of the night doing some Slay
Fuck
shit.
this.
That was Slay getting
Fuck
busy, man. He was
this.
bored.
Screw these people. Forget
picking
these
up his
people.
badge.
They're the
The House of
This is
Horror,
what
yes,
Slay's
man,
got-
I do know what the House
Slay's
of
got his,
Horror is.
Slay's got his underwear and a spaghetti strainer on his head in that picture, man.
Right, Slay. Were you? Where was this place? Where was this place? Hold up.
Slay was wearing his mom's nylon stockings.
Slay, were you in La Junta last or
Nah,
2
dude,
years
they'd be too
ago?
big for
Where
him.
were you 2 years ago? And were you in La Junta?
The Matrix.
Well, in all honesty, man, if you want to talk about aliens, I believe they look like the aliens from Signs. I heard Gio talking about that movie earlier.
Oh, that's
Like,
a great
that,
movie.
yeah, I love
I
that
don't know,
movie.
man.
I've watched that movie probably 10, 15 times over. Great movie. But I would like to say aliens look more like that. If aliens look more like the ones that were in Independence Day, I'd probably shit my pants. The ones with the tentacles and.
Bro, Aliens Day, Independence Day, man. Such a good movie. I would
Yeah.
just like to
Movie,
let
and then literally
aliens
they
know out
destroyed
there,
Independence
you've got
Day
Will
too.
Smith, and he will fuck you up.
You know, aliens are gonna
Hello,
look
you
nothing
alien
like
assholes.
Welcome to Earth, motherfucker.
Yeah, aliens are gonna look
Tell me
nothing like
Randy
what you
Quaid.
think,
Tell
and
me
they're
Randy
gonna
Quaid
be
is the
real.
best in that movie.
I
Aliens are gonna
feel
look like
and
testicles.
it's not even like I don't want to go with like some cartoon shit or something, but I feel like aliens would just be like an orb of light.
Okay,
Like
well, you know what? That's who
the
says they have to,
human
who says they
brain
have to be
can't
carbon
like
based like us?
decipher what they look like. So it would
They're,
just
they're
be
not going to
some
be. They're not
white
going to be
light
humanoid.
voice.
They're going to be completely different. You know,
Yeah.
Dude, they could have jewels on their neck and shit. You never know.
It
they
could
might not have a
literally
neck.
look like
They could
an-
look like
Aquaman.
yeah, like it could look
Yeah.
like a blob. I feel like they would
A
just be like a
blobfish.
gigantic orb. Yeah, again, those blobfish. You can't tell me a blobfish is a human discovery. Have you seen what a blobfish looks like? That is an abomination.
Looks like my dad in the morning.
It looks like me when I wake up in the morning.
Seriously, Logan, you don't look at yourself in the morning either.
Looks like me taking a shit.
Me after eating Taco Bell.
Yeah, have you guys seen that
Lamar
that
Jackson.
yellow slime?
wait a
fungus?
minute.
Oh,
I hear
Lamar
Taco
Jackson.
Bell. I hear Lamar Jackson. That's what I hear.
Yeah, I know what he's
Running
talking
off
about.
the
It took
field.
me a second, but I know what he's talking
That was the
about.
Browns game last year.
That was the best game of the year.
That was definitely a game of the year candidate.
See Lamar running out of the bathroom.
Shit,
Toilet
literally.
paper on his ankle. Coming in.
Bro, the man just had some bad Chipotle.
That's all bad at Chipotle. Dear God. Hey guys, I'm sorry, man. It's 10:30 here. I gotta hop off. It
You
is
fucking
Valentine's
sellout.
Day. Oh, dude, shut up, man. I'm gonna come out here and smack your peas little head. But I'll do this again next week, man. This has been fun.
All right, Corey, take it easy.
All right, guys. I'll see you later. Take it easy, Jared. Later, okay.
Damn. Is anybody gonna say something?
Well, no, right now I'm just trying to find more alien videos that I can remember. Like,
AK's probably taking a dump.
AK's taking a quick puff.
He got abducted.
Got abducted.
Wait, there was a Netflix series that has top secret UFO projects declassified.
Oh, that sounds like an interesting watch.
There's a Netflix series on everything.
I was about to say Netflix is apparently making something about aliens. Apparently, there's a Watch Mojo of top 10 alien close encounters in Britain. It would be Britain.
Man, what the fuck?
Bro, watch me just find out like Ben 10 was a reality. Like instead of
The
aliens,
multiverse is a
Ben
reality.
10.
Have you guys seen that yellow slime mold stuff? That shit
Yellow
looks like
what?
aliens.
How about Element 115, bro?
Like the yellow slime fungi stuff. It's crazy, dude. You gotta check
Ass
it out.
cheese?
It's not ass cheese.
That just sounds like it. That sounds like when you get like in Florida, how they have swamp ass. That's like the Green Bay version ass cheese. That's the Green Bay version of swamp ass. It's ass cheese.
You can ferment it and put on a piece of toast.
No, that's just called jankum.
Sorry, guys. Had to go take
were-
care of my son real fast.
We were talking about smearing ass cheese on
I'm about to
toast.
say Logan's talking about jankum over here.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Not again.
Brings you all back to the Olympics, huh? Okay.
Yeah, it does a little bit. Not the part I generally enjoyed talking about, but so listen, guys, we've been live now for about an hour and a half. I want to get everyone's thoughts real fast on what everyone would like to talk about next week. I didn't get a chance to do that, and none of us were really prepared for tonight, but we made it work. But yeah, what would you guys like to talk about for next Monday Conspiracy?
I think we should go into Egyptians. How it all connects to the aliens, as we talked about today. I think we should talk about the Aztecians and all that.
Okay.
Like Sumerians and Anunnaki and all that.
Yeah, because that goes back because they all worship different beings of aliens out there. Because not all the pictures were alike. If you look at the scriptures and everything on it, it was all different.
Oh yeah. No, they're all different, from like the Aztec paintings to the Egyptian paintings. They're all relatively different.
Right.
It's all different outlooks in different parts of the worlds and how aliens are portrayed. So, no, I like that idea. If you guys are all down for that, we can do that one.
Sounds good.
Yeah, because like I said, the alien thing, man, you can go for days on this shit.
Yeah.
There's not much in the world that does not tie to some sort of alien type activity or, just
Bigfoot taking a dump in the woods.
and dude, no lie, we can go in many directions with that. Aliens mean a lot of different things. To a point, a Bigfoot.
Aliens equaling a Bigfoot taking I was like, wait a minute, hold on.
No. I was talking about like even a Bigfoot could be an alien to a point. All these mysterious type things could be an alien to a point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they all kind of fall into the same category. Because no one's ever seen a Bigfoot, right? I know I haven't. I've tried, but I have never seen one.
Sounds like a mission.
A what?
We gotta make it a series.
Make what a series? Bigfoot.
Hunting a big.
Go on a mission. Yeah, go on a mission to record a Bigfoot.
Hey, you know what? Me and Gio will keep that in mind for a for one of those night hunts. We'll go into the fucking woods or something and do some Bigfoot hunting.
I guarantee you, I alone would have enough weapons and mainly guns just to hunt Bigfoot alone. Like I could supply everybody here a weapon to hunt Bigfoot. Maybe not.
Well, I got that, dude.
I think the gun might be a little bit too big for your britches there, but
I got two legal firearms as well, so we're all good.
Yeah, I got hunting rifles and all that shit, dude. I'll be all right.
Yeah,
I want people to realize though too, man.
The AR.
Yeah, I don't need that much firepower.
I need that much firepower. I may not need it for Bigfoot, but just in general, I need it.
Yeah, but like I want people to realize though too, like when we do this type of shit, man, it's only going to be like me, Gio, and Ed out there. We're not going to be like you're muted, by the way, Gio. We're not going to be like some of those other people out there where you're going to be like, well, do they have more than just them three out there? Do they have people doing crazy shit? Like, nah, man, we're not going to have other people out there doing stupid shit behind the scenes to spruce it up.
Part of this, and I'm going to say right now, they're the camera crew, the producers, the actors, they're literally everything. It's just those three guys.
Well, yeah, and no lie, bro, if you see us scared to shit, that's going to be fucking legit. There ain't going to be no faking about it. You know, it's going to be legit being scared because there's a reason that we're scared because we don't know what the fuck it is because we don't have people out there.
It's like that. What's that one series? Scared Straight.
Bruh.
All right, guys, take it easy. I'm out of here.
All
All right, buddy. But yeah, man, like there's so many that we can go through. Like you got mermaids. You know, I definitely want to hit on mermaids
We're
sometime.
going back to Cthulhu, huh?
Yeah, oh yeah, dude. Like
we
I
go
told
back-
you,
we
I
go
was
back
very
to
big
Cthulhu,
into
bro.
Greek mythology and all that shit back in the day.
So
So
was I, bro. The Percy Jackson.
I
series
love
alone
talking
was
about.
chapter
Oh
one.
hell yeah, me and the wife always watch Percy
Yeah, I'm so
Jackson. Man.
excited for that series.
Oh yeah, it's great. You know, obviously, I'm very big on the Illuminati. You know, we can talk about them. HARP, like I explained tonight. You know, if none of you guys know what HARP is, you know, it's about changing weather patterns and pretty much making it rain when we want to. That
Yeah,
type
you first said
manipulating
that,
weather.
I thought you were talking about the musical instrument. I got confused. But now I know.
Yeah,
When you
no.
described it, I was like, oh, okay, that's what he meant by yeah.
Yeah, I don't know the actual what the acronym of it is, but
Yeah.
it stands for something.
It was like I knew it much like, and again, I'm bringing back the last Olympics live stream you did. Much like Blumpkin, I knew what it was. I did not realize that was a term for it.
Yeah, exactly. So you got then the other ones. You know, I got Jersey Devil obviously down. You know, that's something me and Gio want to go hunting for.
Hey, let me go back. HARP means hazard assessment of rocket propellants.
There you go. Thank you.
Like something I would learn in science class. Like, what was the science term that they would always make you learn on your syllabus?
Science.
You know, I also have like the lizard people down for conspiracy talk. You know, and this is no shit, but fucking supposedly Obama was a lizard person. I don't know if you heard that shit, but that's just funny
I
as
have
shit.
not heard
Just-
that one.
Oh yeah, look it up, dude. It's funny as shit. You'll see it. No lie, YouTube the shit out of it. Obama as a lizard person.
The one conspiracy, and I'm not saying I came up with it, but it's the one that stuck by, was every time Obama said like or whenever he stuttered, I'm fully convinced that it's not even a conspiracy. It's just me making fun of him. But it was just I'm fully convinced Michelle was underneath the podium, just like doing something to that man.
What the fuck?
No lie, dude. They actually have a clip of Obama one time. He's sitting there and he's giving an interview, and if you look at his eyes flicker in a different way than what ours does. They do reptilian
Rather than blinking.
instead of blinking up and down, it blinks sideways. Yeah. And they actually have it up close of him doing it, and it's fucking weird as shit, man. Like you can sit there and say somebody changed it graphically, whatever, you know. It just still is, even if it's not real, it's a neat thing to look at and just talk about. It's no disrespect to him, but
yeah. Well, I mean, I don't care about that part, but even like video games and anime, it's like they have the lizard people, so it's like obviously lizard people came from somewhere. Like I don't think some random like creator was like lizard people. That would be good. And obviously, I think we even did this last week. We looked at like images, or it was either an image or a video of some guy that looked like a lizard person. I'm pretty sure you brought it up, AK. You were like, "Yeah, I swear," and like you pulled up the image or whatever.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they even had the lizard people on American Horror Story, if you remember right.
That might have been what it was, but it was just like, again, I don't think it was just some random like video game or manga creator was like, lizard people, that would be a good idea. Like,
Yeah, but the lizard people go back to the Aztecians, the Anunnaki. So you know, it's a good thing that we're touching into the subject in the next show, so that way we can bring that up, the battalions or not. So I'm trying to look for that image right now with because I was the one that put the image up last time. I'm trying to look for it again.
Yeah,
I don't have
and I also have the Manchurian candidates marked down. You know, talk about them, skinwalkers, and then zombies on the Titanic.
I found it.
I don't know if you guys heard that one.
on the Titanic or because of that?
On the Titanic. on it.
I've never heard of that one. I'm now intrigued.
You've never heard of it, dude?
I've
Definitely.
never heard of that.
Google it, man, and look it up on YouTube. Zombies on the Titanic.
That's new to me. I've never heard of that.
There you go.
Zombies on the
That's
Titanic.
crazy.
That's interesting.
You see that?
I've never heard of that one. That's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, bro. I'm trying to tell
That
you.
looks like my dad. What the hell?
Oh my god, is your dad a lizard person?
Yeah.
Zombies? Yeah. Okay. Apparently, it's
It is a thing.
well. So far,
Supposedly, there's zombies on the Titanic.
So far, all I'm getting though is Call of Duty Black Ops.
Well, no, there's a story about it.
Titanic with zombies by Richard Brown. Okay, I'll have to look more deep into it, but yeah. I've never heard of that. That's interesting.
Yeah, definitely look into that, dude. There's so many things we can talk about, man. So many theories, so many conspiracy theories, everything, man. Like it just doesn't have to be conspiracy theories. It can just be theories in general, you know. But
well, I mean, and you can even, and I don't know how far you want to go with it, but you can even go with like the media alone, like the media just force feeding you shit. That alone could be multiple episodes. I don't know how deep you want to go into everything, but the media alone could be literally multiple episodes. That could be an entire fucking season if we were doing seasons.
Yeah, no, and it's you're right, because I asked the question. It was like a couple weeks ago. Like, I asked it on here, I believe. Like, why is everything on the news that we see today just all negative? Where's all the good shit at? Like, oh, so and so had quadruplets today. Like you never see any positivity on the news.
They want to keep us
all
scared so they can control
because they want
us.
to keep us. In a state of fear.
Exactly.
And that's
and no lie, it all leads back to
that I am. That's just me speaking truth. They just want to keep us in a state of fear.
Well, yeah, and I mean, it like no lie. At one time, they said mind control was a conspiracy, but that's where LSD and weed and all that became very big, as the government tried to use that at one point, at one time, to try and figure out if they could use it to mind control troops, and then they realized, oh no, we fucked up. Like,
I think I remember.
Makes them happy. It doesn't make them,
It doesn't make them. Never mind. I can't say the SL word, but I was like, it doesn't make them those types of people. It doesn't make them brainwashed. There we go. That's a better word I can use.
Yeah, it doesn't make them puppets. It makes them free. It makes them think for themselves more than it makes them do what we tell them to do.
Yo, Eki, I'm gonna head out. It's been nice talking to you guys, but I gotta head to bed.
No problem, man. We're about to end it here anyway. Appreciate you coming on, bro.
Peace, guys.
Yep. But no lie, man. In all honesty, man, it all comes back to one thing and one thing only. And it's the second one I said out of this whole list I just read off. Everything that we talk about, everything that we have ever thought, and all that, conspiracies alone, dude, it all comes back to one group and one group only. And that's the Illuminati. In the end, if they are real, everything is controlled by them. Even the music you listen to.
I completely forgot what the second one was. I was like, wait, this all comes back to Obama being a lizard person?
No. That would have been awesome, though. No, the Illuminati, man. Like, in the end, if they are real, they are one of the biggest and oldest conspiracy theories known to man. And two, they are probably the biggest secret organization known to man. That they rule our media, they rule our music, they rule the foods that you eat and what you put in your foods. Like everything and anything is controlled by them. So it's going to get fascinating, dude. There's a lot of people out there that believe a lot of our major stars and artists are only that big because they are a part of the Illuminati.
The halftime show's only allowed because the Illuminati permits it.
Well, I'm not going to
I
say
approve of
that. But No, like for instance, man, like I was watching YouTube videos one time where, supposedly, I forget who I was. I think it was actually like Michael Jackson, Beyonce, all the mega superstars out there. At one time that and I think you can still find it on YouTube, but these superstars would wear uh, a red piece of string around their left wrist. And it was supposed to, and if you look, Beyonce had one, Michael Jackson had one, Jay-Z wore one at one time, like all these mega stars, dude, even actors and shit. Well, supposedly it was like their way of showing their support towards the Illuminati, and it's a way of devil worshiping, and
Is the red string like mean Illuminati confirmed, or because
it's Kabbalah. It's Kabbalah.
Okay.
Yeah. So whenever they sit there and they do this, and through their shows, they throw up hand signals sometimes, and it's certain hand signals that are supposed to capture the audience and make them louder and, make them more drawn to what you do. It's kind of like a mind warp type thing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like it all comes back to like the pyramid and third eye type shit.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And that would even revert back to this episode if we were to do Illuminati next week, because we talked about the pyramids.
Yep. Yeah, so, we can leave all that shit open, man.
Yeah.
So, Gio, you got any final words, my friend?
Stay looking up. You're bound to find something. And just remember, take the picture, show the video. It's out there. The government released it. But keep in mind, we are the aliens. Do your research. There's plenty of videos on YouTube to explain why. And it's your boy Gio from the 215. You already know the vibes. You already checked this out. These are my guys. I let them handle themselves. But peace, y'all. I appreciate y'all having me on again.
Nah, that's no problem, man. It would not be the Conspiracy Podcast without you, my friend.
No doubt, brother. Papa, again. See y'all guys later.
Keep it strange, buddy.
No doubt.
All right, Papa.
Yeah, it's your boy Papa Sora. You can catch me on Twitch at Papa Sora. You can catch me on Twitter at Papa Fuchs. Other than that, yeah, that's about all I got. As always, it's fun as hell being on here with conspiracies. Can't wait to look forward to next Monday. And I guess like Gio did early on in the beginning of the show, keep your tinfoil hats on, because there's some crazy wacky shit out there, my guy.
Yeah. Well, listen, man, I really appreciate each and every one of you coming on every Monday and talking this stuff with me. It's definitely harder to talk conspiracy podcast by yourself. It would look kind of funny doing that. So, glad we can do it as a group. And everybody has different theories about it. Everybody has a different outlook on it.
We got different theories and different opinions, because you got guys that some guys will be like, oh, I don't believe in that. And then it's like, well, let me give you this evidence why. Then they'll give you the evidence. So you're getting both kind of viewpoints of like, oh, I believe it, or oh, I don't believe. So yeah, it's definitely an interesting podcast.
Yeah, and it's something to let us expand our minds outside of football, because after a while and after months and months of football talk, it's just good to step away for a little bit and let your mind just open up and talk about everything, So once again, I appreciate each and every one that was in here tonight. Sorry we didn't get to the comments as much. We kind of got lost in our own reality here. So appreciate everyone for the love and support. Until next time, this is AK Eagles, Papa Sora, Logan, Corey, and Gio from the 215, and Jerry Lee. All of us. Zion could not make it tonight. He had to work, and Philly Foothills, he had some things he had to take care of. I seen he was in here. Appreciate you stopping in too. And Taco, what's good, my guy? Shout out to Ed. Appreciate you for stopping in too, man. Until next time, I am AK Eagles. This is the Wandering Minds podcast. Please stay tuned into next week for some more content on conspiracy theories. Until next time, I am AK Eagles. I may fuss and cuss, but you can count on me and my content like the fucking city bus. And if you like the Wagyu, subscribe to. Peace out, guys. You guys have a great week.
Peace.